Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage known as the Yellow Flash of the Hidden Leaf, was a very fearsome character in the Narutoverse. He was so feared that his arrival at the battlefield was enough to tremble and scare an entire army of shinobis. We have seen Minato in action several times and we've seen his techniques and speed, but we haven't seen his ultimate secret shinobi world war. Flee on sight orders were given to enemy shinobi should they encounter him. In the anime, he was able to single-handedly wipe out an army of 1,000 Iwagakure shinobi, forcing Onoki to accept a peace treaty. At the time of the Nine-Tails attack on Konoha, it was only through Minato's actions that Tobi and the Fox were defeated and the village was saved from destruction. Over a decade later, with the looming threat of Orochimaru approaching, Minato was believed to be the only one who could have stopped the Sannin. Minato's fighting style revolved mainly around suddenly appearing and just as quickly taking down enemies, often excluding traditional time-consuming methods such as hand seals. Most of the techniques we have seen from Minato are synchronized, or at least have to be done with his teleportation technique, the Flying Thunder God technique. With the use of this technique, he finishes his opponents with the Rasengan or by fierce cutting. The techniques we have seen from Minato are very limited because we have not seen him when he was an active ninja. In fact, what we know most about him comes from the Fourth Great Ninja World War at Flying Thunder God. Well, that could be true, but I think he's nicknamed that for one particular technique, and that technique is Rasen Senkocho Rinbuko Sanshiki, aka Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Stage 3. This technique was devised by Minato Namikaze and employs the Flying Thunder God technique. Minato throws 6 Flying Thunder God kunai behind the enemy and teleports to them. The technique can also be used with the help of a shadow clone, though this is not a compulsory component of that technique's execution. It should be noted that this technique has never been seen in its entirety. In Naruto chapter 639, during the 4th Shinobi World War, Minato was planning on using this technique. He teleports his clone to his side and prepares to use the Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Style 3 technique with the clone. However, he was interrupted and was unable to use that technique, and right when he was going to use it, he joined Tobirama, Naruto, and Sasuke to directly fight against the Nine-Tails Obi, an entire platoon of shinobi. Though it was not seen directly, it produced a lightning to be placed in a circular pattern, a possible reference to its name. Aside from the manga and anime, the official Naruto games are another source for seeing techniques. In Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution and 4, he uses a similar technique, Flying Thunder God Space-Time Hurricane Flash Sequential Steps Style 0. While using this technique, Minato throws several Flying Thunder God kunai at his opponent, teleports to one of them, and kicks the opponent, sending them flying back. While they're still in the air, he creates a shadow clone which teleports repeatedly to the Flying Thunder God kunai around the opponent, constantly slashing them. Minato then goes into Nine-Tails Chakra mode, charging a Rasengan. The shadow clone catches the opponent and teleports them directly in front of Minato, who lands his Rasengan, sending the opponent a long way before the Rasengan expands. While using this technique, yellow sparkles can be seen. I think the same thing also appears when he uses Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Style 3, and using that technique could have a vital role in getting Yellow Flash as a nickname. Unlike in the Naruto Storm series, in another official Naruto game, Shinobi Striker, Minato explicitly uses Rasen Flash Super Circle Dance Howl Stage 3. Rasen Flash Super Circle Dance Howl Stage 3 is basically a guaranteed hit. Use it against a target who is not facing you or running away from you to catch them off guard. Since the technique has multiple close proximity hits with good tracking, it can even counter opponents with an active Sharingan. According to the 4th Naruto databook, Minato was proficient in the natural transformations of fire, wind, and lightning, along with yin and yang release. We've never seen him use any of the nature transformations in action, except when he used the Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Style 3 technique. We don't know exactly if he uses nature transformations or not, but I think the yellow sparkles could be because of lightning release. As it was already shown in Raikage